hopefully if you're at home, this video helps you stay focused. Good morning, happy Monday for me. Who knows what day it is for you. It's about 8:45 in the morning. Today is July 15th. And really I just wanted to spend some time with you guys being quote unquote productive. I'm gonna get some work done on my computer, on my iPad. I also have a book that I purchased that is more school related. That being said, if you feel like you need to be productive too, hopefully this video will help and we can work together. So we are gonna head to a coffee shop. This is my first time testing out my new microphone. I've had this Rode microphone for years and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just very conspicuous. Whereas the mic that I have on my camera now is just a receiver. We're also playing around with that new gadget today. It's interesting to me because I can use it on my phone or my camera. So I was like 2 for 1, let's get it. So also with the Rode microphone, it would be pointed. So let's say I'm in front of the camera, it would be pointed towards me. But then if I was talking behind the camera, I would have to like move the microphone. It just was getting kind of annoying. I've got my bag pretty much packed, ready to go. We're taking my iPad, this book, I'll pull it out for you guys. It's a math book, Building Thinking Classrooms in Mathematics. I thought that sounded super interesting. And then of course my laptop, my AirPods are in my classroom, so Beats. Got a couple of tripods in there just in case. I am nervous to be filming with the camera. And these are some cords. So we are going to hopefully have a very productive time at the coffee shop. Okay, I've spent the past probably 5 minutes trying to adjust these camera settings so they don't look so quite ridiculous, but I think it's just gonna look the way it looks. And this is probably one of the first times that I've brought my camera out in public. I normally just film on my phone because I don't necessarily like to attract any attention at all. And oddly enough, a man just came up to me and asked me what I was doing. He was really sweet though, and also thanked me for being a teacher, which you don't get a lot. So, okay, first line of business that we're doing is I'm just creating a Google Doc to kind of organize my thoughts because there are so many videos that I want to get out to you guys and I want to be as helpful as possible. I'm not typically someone who goes in and does a ton of outlines, but that's also because I'm not typically somebody who films a ton of content. So I'm going right now and I'm taking a peek at what you guys posted in the YouTube community on videos that you wanted to see, and I'm just going to jot down some titles, some ideas, and then see where we go from there. Never mind the fact that summer 2024 is almost over. Oh, that was a trust. I feel like people are always interested in writing centers. What's new drawers? When kids can choose things. Does it connect with writing instruction? Whole group, I'm guessing. And then she also wants to know about math small groups. An update from when you used to talk about it, but what have you changed or improved? Maybe how you lay out your slides for the day. Any new ideas? Okay, so a lot of people are also interested in seeing general classroom changes. Might be interesting to talk about some of the things that I've implemented that were either new last year that worked really well, or some things that I have been considering and looking for changes for. Like one thing I know is the visual directions that I use. Like talk about that. Oh, scope and sequence is another one. I did this with my team this year. We got a planning day. Or I don't know how much sense it would make if I went through and showed you guys, but I'm sure anything helps. What works this school year and what you're changing. Haggerty implementation / engagement ideas. Okay. Haggerty. Bee binders. I know I've done like TikToks and Reels for bee binders, but actually a couple people wanted to see this. The best things to do is someone currently studying to be a school teacher. I'm going to put that towards the top because that is a question I get all the time. Digital lesson planning, that's something you guys want to see more of. I'm going to note it because I do want to plan out the first week of school with you guys again. It's going to look really similar, but it's always nice to see how, thought processes change. Scope and sequence. Tips on integrating science and social studies into other content areas. That's a good one too. I'm actually surprised at the amount of people that want to see videos on Haggerty. 18, 19, 20 really solid ideas from you guys as far as content that you want to see. If you are subscribed and you pay attention to those little posts that I make asking you about videos that you want to see, thank you. Okay, next thing that I'm going to try to knock out is getting not necessarily outlines, but more like talking points in on some of these topics and kind of expand them a little bit. But before I do that, I think I might reorder them and kind of prioritize the ones that I know I can get knocked out sooner towards the top, which is really hard. And I'm not sure if I want to do classroom setup before I go into filming these. I could probably do a mix. Probably film some at my house and probably film some in my room. We'll see. And some of these I'm gonna have to sit down and like really think, like the classroom changes one, because I know there's so many things that I've done that I could talk about, but they're just not coming to me, especially not being in the classroom. I think I might just move the simple ones up to the top. Ooh, it would be really cool to, I know I've shown before how I write my songs for the classroom, but it'd be really cool to kind of go more in depth and like really show you guys how to do that too. Organization systems. Okay, I think I need to divide these between before classroom setup and after classroom setup, just to get the most out of them. So like organization systems, that would be after classroom setup. And what I'm thinking right now is there are a lot of people who asked about the classroom management, but whenever I share my vlogs from the beginning of the school year, which if you guys haven't seen those yet, I'll link them for you up in the cards and in the description box below. But I remember last year, probably years before that too, showing you how I explicitly teach the procedures. So I'm wondering if that just might be like a during the school year video. And then during that back to school time, I can also incorporate like a little bit of a discussion with you guys on those classroom management systems, because this next school year, I am probably not going to be doing like many full week in the life vlogs, just because they take like it's like 4 or 5 hours of film that I have to go through and edit, which takes me at least that much time. Well, sometimes less, because I can cut out chunks. So I really want to make them more like targeted videos or shorter day in the life videos. Even with Haggerty, like that might be a good video to post at the beginning of the school year when I'm running through the procedures with my students on how we do Haggerty, and then I could take you in depth and talk with you guys about Haggerty. So you'd still see clips from the school day and me teaching it with the kids, but then I could explain afterwards. Okay, so we have our list that is organized. Of course, I have videos as well that I was taking note of from Instagram to social media. I'm still debating on that one. Let me know. Do you guys want to see a video about me talking about the quote unquote downside to social media? There's a lot. And then on the complete opposite side of that, influencer tips. I don't know that I'm going to make that video. I don't really have good tips. Oh, the Maylene made me do it video. I'm excited for that one. That is basically just going to be a mass sharing of ideas. That one I can knock out at home pretty easy. How to keep passion for teaching. I think we kind of talked about that. Building confidence. How to keep passion. That could be one video, I think. Tips for starting college, what I wish I knew. I don't know, that one's tricky because everyone's college experience is a little bit different. Along lines of lifestyle, but a favorites video, which I actually love those. Okay. I'm wondering if it would be overkill to do a video sharing back to school ideas and then doing a back to school plan with me. Is that an overkill to share like these are all the things I do back to school and then do a first week plan with me video? I feel like it's not overkill because there are people out there who are strictly just looking for the ideas, and there are people out there who want to see the actual planning. I might just pop that question on Instagram. I like to put the polls at the top so people don't accidentally click an answer, because sometimes when they're down here, people just tapping through can click. All right, we will see what Instagram thinks. also make a video on volunteers in the classroom and how I utilize them. Oh, another really good one to post this summer would be the class memory video. I do this every year with my class, and I think it'd be really helpful to just walk people through it before the year starts, because I start taking videos for our end of the year class video literally first day of school. So it doesn't have to be a lot, but that would be really good. Someone also wanted me to run through the different perfumes that I pick out each year for the classroom, and I like the idea of just posting a fun little casual video like that. So thank you. Don't know how to say your name. FK? Ifk? We only have about 60 votes so far, but it seems like the majority of people want to see both. We'll check in later, of course, but that's actually exciting to know that people will be interested in seeing both. Which one of these videos should we knock out first? I specifically came to a coffee shop, a cafe, to be more productive, because I know that if I was home right now, I would already be distracted in at least 3 different directions. And here, the only thing I have to distract me is my phone. Hopefully, if you're at home, this video helps you stay focused. Okay, the plan is to see if I can get my Rhyme Magic video planned out in 15 minutes, so we're setting a timer. Here we go. So excited, even just like thinking about talking about Rhyme Magic to you guys, because of how much I love it and adore it. So I'm really excited for this video. We have 10 minutes left on our timer, which means we did it in 5 minutes. Go team. All right, next video I want to map out is the Primary Scouts read aloud routine. Again, I think this will be pretty quick. I would strongly encourage that. It's always about who's the agency there, what are they doing. We are going to set another timer for 15 minutes and see if we can get everything for this video done in 15 minutes. I love timers. My camera battery died with 30 seconds left. I'm gonna stop the timer and try to just knock this out really fast. Okay, I think this video is pretty mapped out. All right, 2 videos done. I'm trying to decide what a video on engagement and songs might look like. I actually think I might switch that idea and make the video just solely on the Writing Superstar song, because that is one of my most, like, if I had to think of one idea that people have used the most, like the number one thing is the Writing Superstar song. I have had people, like hundreds and hundreds of people, tell me that they use it. They've shared it with their admin loves it. They've shared it at like district-wide PDs before. I always get questions about it and where people can find the resources. So I think that might be just something really quick and easy to share, and then that's just putting it out there again. I remember on TikTok recently, there was a girl who posted about the Writing Superstar song, and when she posted the video, she had no idea like who came up with the idea, whose idea it was, and I saw the video come up on my TikTok, and I was like, oh hey, like this is mine, and she didn't want to give me credit for it, and it was like the worst thing ever. She was so rude about it. And she kind of implied that because she didn't know the person who created it to begin with, me, she kind of implied that like because it was so widespread that it didn't matter that I wrote the song. And that really bothered me. because I think it does matter. Regardless of like how many people use it, if you know the person who created it is saying like, hey, like this is mine, glad you love it, like it's very easy to give them credit. And I love that teachers use it. And I don't necessarily care that like every teacher who uses it doesn't know that Maylene wrote the song, but I feel like if you know better, then you should do better. Okay, so let's plan out the video. I don't think this one will take me more than 10 minutes to plan out. I'm actually going to be ambitious. Let's do 8 minutes. See if we can get this in 8 minutes. Target's trying to tempt me. Okay, 2 minutes to spare. That was a really easy one. I feel like being able to sit here and map this out makes me 100 times more likely to actually follow through and knock these videos out, because half the time when I'm filming videos, I'm sitting there on camera like thinking, or I put it off because I feel like I'm not fully prepared for it yet. So this has been helpful. I do know I have to leave at like 12:15, so we still have plenty of time. That's another one I can knock out. Poetry routine, I don't know that I necessarily need to plan out that video, but I could, just to say that I did. If you're watching and you are enjoying working with me so far, go ahead and leave a like. So the fluency, they're practice. We're just mainly going into the poem. We're analyzing the meaning and the words themselves. So the fluency they are practicing. So we are practicing fluency and going through analyzing the words. Helps them notice chunks, word parts, endings, vowel teams, etc., etc. Keep usage on track. Anything they do is going to arrange a routine, the better you get at that routine. We have our slides video / time management video fully planned out. So that marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos that we have. The mailing made me do a video doesn't need to be planned because I'm just going to be reading off from my phone. That's just going to be a lot more editing and post because I'm going to include pictures and videos. So that one is technically done. The cafe is mostly empty at this point. There's just like a couple of tables and they didn't have anybody else they were serving. And I went over and I asked if I could get a couple shots of him just like doing the coffee, and then I went back over there and he brought the cup over to me and he's like, "You want to get a shot of me pouring it?" Heaven. Okay, I ordered some food. We're gonna do some more planning and see how productive we can be in the next hour. No, I think that's great. Thanks so much. All right, food's here. That was really fast and it looks super delicious. Every time I come here, which is often, I always get the same thing and it is quite a lot. Like enough for probably 2 people, but it's just me. This is like strawberry, I think this is strawberry jam. It's on sourdough toast, which is, you guys already know, my fave. And you know, if you guys have that song that will randomly pop into your head, like I just took a bite, taking a bite of my toast, the first thing that pops into my head is Hannah Montana's "This Is the Life." What was I gonna plan? I don't even remember. Oh, volunteers. I fully already forgot what I was doing. Maybe I should start planning out YouTube videos more often. Maybe I would be more consistent if I sat down and actually made a plan for things. Who knows? I know how I use volunteers, but I also know somewhere in here I like planned out how I wanted to use volunteers. So I gotta find where I did that in my planner. Probably in the back. Sometimes the way I plan things is so chaotic though. I don't know if you can see that. It's chaos. Yes, okay. Volunteers. Part of the reason I feel like I'm so bad at making outlines is because I have a really hard time just like listing points. I always want to go through and like write it the way I would say it, like I'm scripting myself. But then when I actually go to film a video, like the few times I've done it off of an outline, I like it's hard because I have to like read what basically sounds like me already talking and then like rephrase it for the camera. I'm over here writing like, first thing you need to do is, when I should just put a bullet point. Check policy. It just feels more natural for me to type out what I would say. I'm smiling just thinking about I'm going to talk about one of my parents that I had, not this past year, but the year before that. She was amazing, and I get her again this year because I'm a sibling. So excited. She is seriously awesome. Okay, volunteer video is fully prepped. I'm feeling really good about how productive I've been able to be so far. I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest. This one's definitely going to take some thought because I feel like I have a lot to say and I don't want this video to be like a 40-minute video. I might actually check the comments on my YouTube channel and see if there's specific questions from people. Let's take a peek. Comments like this are literally so sweet, and I didn't even see it 5 years ago. Okay, so this one is tough. I already came up with 2 other videos that I also want to film. So this could be kind of like a maybe like a 3-part series. But I just feel like in general, I have so much that I want to say to people who are studying education. But I want to keep the videos quite short. A lot on your plan already, so don't feel pressured to be over prepared for a job. Support. Understanding of what area it's a uni. Okay. All right, we have a decently good intro. Now we just need to break down our main points. Okay, it's currently 12:14. We have been at it for so long. I got so much done. Let me give you a little peek. That is a solid. How many pages is this? 12 pages of content that I got planned out with you guys. Hopefully you can hear me now. The cafe is getting kind of loud and another rush is coming in because it's lunchtime. So unfortunately I have to stop here. I didn't get a chance to read this here today with you guys, but if that's something you want to see in the future, let me know and I could film a vlog studying it. But thank you for spending a few hours studying with me. I hope that you found some of your own motivation. I hope that you are excited for future videos. If you haven't already liked this video, subscribe and join the family down below, and I will see you in the next one.